Are you sometimes even surprising yourself with the performance you're giving here in this finals?
Um, Honestly, not trying to think about it too much. You guys have probably heard me say this 1,000 times. I'm just trying to go out there and do my job, and that's really it. I'm not going out there and listening to the external noise. I'm just doing whatever it takes to help our team win.
But how does it feel to be this important for the team at this stage, at this moment?
I just got to give credit to my teammates and his coaching staff. Rick and his staff have empowered me to just play my game, and when you got teammates like I do, it's easy to go out there and just play basketball.
That might be the easy part, but the hard part is maybe to get 2 feet on the ground and the stadium goes wild, and then all the conversations start. Even the MVP final conversation starts about you. Like, how is it to keep your feet on the ground like that?
Just blocking out the noise. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. Like I said, just try to go out there and inject energy into the game and get our guys going and do my job.
CJ, how much have you enjoyed the kind of chess match, especially defensively, and as a mind of a coach? Like, how much enjoyment do you get out of those tweets?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the best part about playoff basketball, and especially playing in the finals, just the adjustments and the changes that teams make. When you've got two amazing head coaches going against each other, like Mark and Rick, they're obviously going to make adjustments, and they're great at doing it. So it's it's, as a fan of basketball, it's cool to see.
Do you have a favorite Game 7 memory that taught you about this moment?
Not really. Kind of just trying to stay in the moment and not look too far ahead, not look behind, and just trying to prepare for tomorrow.
TJ, just how much of a dream is it, though, to be in a Game 7 on this stage?
I mean, it's something I think all of us dream about as kids, obviously, and I think for me, just not getting ahead of myself, and for our team not getting ahead of ourselves, just like I said, staying in the moment and preparing for the moment tomorrow.
Can you take anything from that Game 7 win at New York 1 year ago? Can that experience help you at all?
Yeah, I mean, I think experiences can obviously help, but we're a different team. We're playing against a different team, so we kind of just can't really pay attention to that type of stuff, and like I said, just prepare for tomorrow.
Is there a difference in creating turnovers at home versus on the road? What's the challenge in doing so on the road versus at home? I
mean, I just think the atmospheres are different, obviously. Crowds give you a little bit more energy, a little bit more burst. We're going to be practically alone tomorrow. This crowd here in Oklahoma City is amazing. It's going to be really loud, so we're going to have to be ready.
TJ, we caught you walking out with Thomas Bryant. You guys were praying, I think, looking at light. How important has faith been for you throughout this whole time?
It's something that I've leaned on very heavily. Something that means a lot to me and my family, and wouldn't be here without my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So it's something that I lean on a daily basis.
Have you seen Rick, Jimmy, all the coaches take their game to another level throughout this, and what ways, if so?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a great staff in general, who do a great job of fixing things that we need to fix, but also empowering us to do what we do well. And it's been amazing to see just how the growth of not only our players but our staff. I can't say enough good things about them.
DJ, you are a living proof that the fundamentals of the game are very important. What advice can you give it to all the kids that are trying to do fancy things in basketball?
I mean, I think for me, it's just blocking out all the negativity, not only in basketball but in life. People are going to say you're not good enough to do something, and you kind of just got to block that out, put your head down and go to work on a daily basis and outwork everybody.
You talked about staying in a moment like this, but like it's NBA Finals Game 7, it's as big as it gets. How intentional do you catch yourself having to be about that if your mind wanders thinking about what could be or could not be?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if someone says that their mind doesn't wander, I think they're lying, obviously. It's about reeling yourself back in and getting yourself back to the preparation and all the stuff we're trying to do to try to go out and win. Obviously, your mind's going to wander. You're human. but just bringing yourself back in and saying, you know, stay in the moment right now and worry about the future when it's there.
What did that moment with your dad after Game 6 mean to you?
I wouldn't be here without my dad, so it was a special moment. Cool to see him, you know, kind of be out there and be a proud dad. He wasn't truthful in what he was saying, but that's my dad, so I love him, and I'm just happy that he gets to experience this.
TJ, your team, you know, doesn't really have that quintessential 1A guy. Pascal's leading you guys in scoring, but he's had some huge games. But just maybe his ability to kind of assert himself when you guys need it, like he did in the first half, and other games, you know, hooking off the ball and let other people do their job.
I think that's the best thing about Pascal is what you just said. You know, when we need him to be assertive and go get us a bucket, he has the capabilities to do so, and he does it at a high level. But if he sees someone else is playing really well, he, you know, willingly takes a back seat and lets them go, and that's the type of person and teammate Pascal is. And it's something that doesn't get talked about enough. He's an amazing teammate, amazing player, and you know, when you talk about a team player, that's who he is.
Because sometimes, you know, maybe he doesn't, you know, people are looking for 28 points a game guys. That's got to be the guy, but it doesn't obviously have to be.
Yeah, I feel like he also understands on this team it could be anyone's night on any night, and when you got a selfless guy like that who also is leading you in scoring, it's you can't put a price on that.
You talked a little about the experience of playing in Game 7, how it is different, but what are some things that you have to experience about playing in one that you wouldn't know if you don't do it at least once? What are kind of the universal things, I guess, about?
I mean, it's just, I think, how important each possession is. I mean, you obviously know in playoff basketball in the finals, every possession matters, but we got to leave everything we have on the floor, give everything we have, and let the chips fall.
Take one more.
TJ, I know you're not looking ahead, but what would it mean just to win this thing and hoist that trophy, considering what you guys have all gone through as a group?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound like a jerk, but we're really not trying to look ahead to that. Obviously, a great feeling, but just trying to stay in the moment and get prepared for tomorrow.